Good morning, New York City. Today's video starts looking down 7th Avenue. And I'm entering Central Park right now. It is 6:08 a.m. I hope everybody out there is having an amazing day. Today's video is the second early morning video here from New York City, and you guys liked the first one because we saw the empty streets that are usually very crowded and busy, but we saw them empty, and it was so amazing because the crowds in New York are just incredible every single day, every single night. So today we're going to be exploring Central Park at 6 a.m. and we are not alone this morning. There is a lot of bikes, there's a lot of runners, and Central Park becomes a very different place when it gets dark. And I think 6 a.m. is probably the cutoff. I don't think I'd want to come to Central Park before 6 a.m. but there's a lot of people here right now, so we're definitely gonna enjoy the park in the early morning. It's a little bit chilly because we've had some very hot days here in New York City, a few days over 100 degrees, but it's very nice today. And I'm going to be running 10k this morning. That's going to be after I film this video, but New York City just does something to me, and Central Park is one of my favorite places in the whole world. I cannot describe how I feel when I'm in Central Park, and I love running in Central Park. And if I was to break a world record, I'd probably do it in Central Park, purely because of how it makes me feel and purely because of the environment here. Like, people wake up specifically to run in Central Park, and if I lived here, I would definitely run in Central Park as much as I can. You see so many dogs, you see bikes, you see runners, you see all kinds of people. And early in the morning, no tourists, which is great because I know I'm a hypocrite because I'm a tourist, but no tourists means none of those horse and carriages, none of those bike cars, and there's no music playing, and it's literally this. You hear that? Nothing. Literally nothing. So we're gonna take a little bit of a walk around here this morning and enjoy Central Park on this Tuesday morning. It is a Tuesday. Hope everybody has a great day out there. But if you've never been to New York before, I highly recommend it. I think it's one of those places where you should come at least one time in your life. I'm going to share a secret with you this morning. In line with 7th Avenue, you're going to find some big rocks. And right now, I am climbing on these big rocks, and you're about to see why. Let me pick a good spot. Okay, you ready for this? One of my favorite views from Central Park. And it really puts the city in perspective, just because there are a billion people over there in Manhattan. It's so busy, so crowded. Not at this time of the day, but usually there's so many people over there. But right now, being inside the park, surrounded by no people, there's nobody here. And looking inside the craziness, it really puts it puts life in perspective, really, because you get some peace and quiet in a crazy place. And I would love to know, who lives there? Who lives here? Who lives here? Who lives here? Who lives there? Like, who are these people that can afford 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, 50 million for an apartment overlooking Central Park? Who are these people? I have no idea who they are, but one of my favorite views as a bee, one of my favorite views of the skyline. Incredible. The weather this second is absolutely perfect, but the key thing here about getting up early is no people, because it's not a secret spot, by the way. This is a very popular, I was going to say this is a very famous rock, but many people know about this spot and they come here just to take a picture because you can get this view. If you take a picture right here, check out that view. amazing. And come back in a few hours and this rock will be very, very crowded, which is great because many people should visit New York City, many people should get their pictures. But I see lights on right at the top of those towers. Like, who's up there? Like, I genuinely would love to know. It's incredible. I could literally film a whole video standing right here, but we're going to walk around a little bit. But just amazing. Wow. There is something about Central Park that keeps dragging me back to New York. It is the time of year that everybody looks forward to. Of course, it is the summer. Hopefully you have a vacation booked. I'm currently on vacation and I've teamed up with Level 8 to bring you the best suitcases on the market today. They've been kind enough to send me the 3 set, and today I can save you some money on your next luggage set with Level 8. Maybe you have a long vacation, you can use the big size. Maybe it's a shorter vacation, so you can use the small carry-on. Whatever your next vacation is, Level 8 has you covered. They look absolutely beautiful. They're made of the best material. They have 360-degree wheels. It has a combination lock, a strong handle, and the customer service is great if you have any problems. So get ready for your summer vacation. Click the link in the description to save money today on Level 8. I'm actually genuinely curious what it would be like walking around the park at like 2 a.m. And I wouldn't do it just because I've had many warnings, don't do it, it's not safe, and I believe it, but I would like to see it just because what goes on just because it's a very nice park. Like, it's actually surprising how well looked after the Central Park is, just because the city is so dirty. Like New York City, it is filthy, and it's surprising that they put so much effort into the park, but they don't put that much effort into the streets, just because, like I said, there's just trash everywhere. But something about Central Park, and there's something about Central Park early this morning. If you are not aware, I have been uploading daily videos in August from New York City, so if you would like to see more of New York City with me, then hit subscribe. And I'm still open to your suggestions. What do you want me to see? What do you want me to do? And somebody sent me a message to say, Ben, you haven't done any of the tourist stuff yet. And I feel like I haven't. Like, I haven't been to the Statue of Liberty. I've been to Times Square plenty of times, but I haven't been to what do you call it, like Top of the Rock. I haven't been to like the Empire State Building. Like, there's a lot of stuff that tourists do that I haven't done, and I definitely need to do that. But I've kind of been focusing on the non-touristy stuff and doing things like this. Like this is just, it's such a unique experience because most people don't do this. And definitely do the tourist stuff, but like find something unique and do something that most people don't get to do or don't choose to do. But one thing I love about New York City is the running culture. I love running, and I love the fact that there's so many runners in New York City, and bikers as well. You got to be careful of these bikes though. They go so fast. Oh my gosh. It's funny listening to people's conversations that ride past you and run past you, because people are still talking about business even though they're running in Central Park at 6 a.m. Like, 2 guys on bikes just went by me talking about a business meeting that they have later this afternoon. So yeah, the world never stops. Like, people are always, everybody in New York City is so focused on work, and so like everybody's in a rush, everybody's on their phone, everybody's trying to make it in life. And it is 100% true. What is the saying? If you can make it in New York City, you can make it anywhere. I believe it, just because it's such a, nobody cares about anyone. Like, it's definitely a lonely place, and it feels strange to say that just because there's a billion people here, but you can definitely be lonely in a crowded room, and New York City is the perfect example of that. Like, go to Times Square and there's thousands of people there and you still feel lonely. It's a strange feeling, to be honest. But we're gonna get a different perspective. We can get on the lawn. Not too sure what time this lawn opens. I don't see people on it, so maybe it's not open yet, because they do close. Like, the park is, of course, the park is open 24/7, but the lawns are not. They have open time, so I don't think it's open yet. Maybe this is the Great Lawn where Simon and Garfunkel played. I don't really know, but you get a good perspective. I think that's the San Remo of, yeah, it is. So that building there is the San Remo It is one of the most exclusive apartment buildings in the whole of New York City. And one thing that I do know about the San Remo, and right next to it is the Dakota. Dakota is that one, I think. I think it's 2 blocks away from the San Remo. So the San Remo, they don't allow musicians and rock stars, just because I guess that like the residents have to vote for like people to move in. So of course you have to have some kind of status, you have to be rich, of course. But they said no rock stars, we don't want that kind of stuff in our building in the San Remo. So the only, I guess, rock star, the only musician that lives there is Bono. So this is the Sheep Meadow and it opens at 11. That is so late. I'm surprised by that. I thought it was going to be like 7 a.m. but 11 is pretty late, and somebody lost their one shoe. Surely you realize that you lost one shoe because you went home with one. But yeah, the San Remo, Bono is the only rock star that lives in the San Remo because he got voted in. I have no idea how. I still don't know if it's true because I learned that fact the last time I came to New York City and I did a tour. That was like 3 years ago, so I don't know if that's still true, but yep, Bono lives in the San Remo. And the Dakota is famous for, of course, John Lennon. That's where he lived. And he's one of my favorite people ever. I love John Lennon, love the Beatles. And it's interesting going to the location of course, where he was killed. Do you think it was easier to discover new lands when the whole world is not discovered yet? I feel like everywhere's been found, right? Nobody's gonna discover new land today. It's already been found. Currently walking down a pedestrian street called the Mall, and we're on our way to a very, very famous fountain. But there are some statues down here, and it makes you think about people today. Like, who would they make a statue of today? Because poets back in the day were very, very famous. But can you name a famous poet today? I couldn't. But they were legends when they lived, but not today. This is honestly my favorite videos to make. Like, just pick an area, just go there and just walk there. If it's safe and the weather's good, like, I am so happy to do that anywhere. Like, I love seeing landmarks, I love doing stuff, I love going on cruises, like whatever, but I love doing this, like, because it will change every single day. You're gonna see different people every day, like, it's gonna look different every day. Like, it's just one of my favorite things to do. And I would literally have a whole YouTube channel just making these kind of videos, like just literally just walking, because I love showing people places that they might not have the opportunity to visit. So I've had a lot of people comment on my videos to say, I've never been to New York City, Ben, so you're showing me something that I haven't had the chance to see before. And that makes me so happy, just because if it wasn't for my videos, of course there's a million videos out there from New York City, but if it wasn't for you watching my video, you wouldn't have seen New York City. So yeah, I definitely appreciate it when people see New York City for the first time in my videos, and I just try and show you the real life, you know, because like I said, a million videos about New York City and they all seem to be positive, but sometimes you need to know the negatives too. And of course you should be trying to be positive in life, but you know, sometimes you need to know the truth. But this is really nice, and the weather right this second is perfect. Like, I would not change the temperature right now. It's so nice. But if you come here in 3 hours, 4 hours, there's going to be vendors here, there's going to be people selling hot dogs, there's going to be people doing paintings, there's going to be so many tourists and people riding bikes, and it's going to be very, very, very different than right now. You want to hear me say it in a British accent? The mall. Welcome to the mall. I'm sorry if it's a little bit loud. Someone is cutting the grass over there. But here is a crepe stand. And if you're interested in the prices, August 2025, let's see. So, hot coffee, $3. Hot chocolate, $4. Got some crepes here, $6, $7. Up to $9. Nutella strawberry, $10. So New York is very, very expensive. Ice cream $6. Cold drinks and water $3. Yeah, New York is extremely expensive today. I don't know how people live here. I really don't know how people live, especially in Manhattan. Like, one, it's so busy. Oh my gosh, it's so busy. Like, I don't know how people afford to live in New York City. I don't know. Not sure if you can see it, but there is an American flag. You know what that means? Oh, say, can you see? Can you tell me which famous film was filmed right here? Which character stood up there, ran down these steps and through this archway? Oh, there's bathrooms here. I didn't know that. These doors have always been closed, but public bathrooms. You cannot find public bathrooms anywhere in New York City. It's crazy. So who ran through here? Which character? Of course, I'm talking about Kevin McAllister. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. He ran right through here, running away from the sticky bandits. This is the Bethesda Fountain. It is huge. It's massive. You see that skyline? Just see it. Kind of misty today. But let's see if we can see any turtles over here. On this lake they have boats. You can hire boats and you can paddle your boat on the pond. I assume it's a pond. Maybe it's a lake. But usually you can see turtles down here, but maybe they're sleeping. And I'm not sure which color it looks on the camera, but it is extremely green. It is literally like lime green. But I don't see any turtles here. But check out that view. Very nice. Fountain. Good morning. Ooh. Nice. There is a turtle. Oh, he just popped his head up right there. There's a turtle right there. But usually there's like 100 of them. Because people come over here and they feed the ducks, and then the turtles come along and try and steal the food. There he is, see him? He's gone. That dog just jumped right in that fountain. And I've never thought about it before. Is there like walking dog clubs? Because of course you have running clubs, you have biking clubs. Is there like people that get together in the morning and walk their dogs? If there's not, then that should be a thing. Because that would be so cool. Dog walking club. When I go on my cruises, usually I don't like book excursions and stuff. Usually I just get off in the city, a new city, and just walk around, and people say they like watching those videos. They say they're some of my favorite videos that they like to watch, and I agree. I love filming these walk and talk videos. Like, I didn't have a plan today. I didn't know what I was going to say. I didn't know where I was going to walk. I literally knew I was going to the park, and I was just going to film and just see what I see. And I love reacting to stuff, you know. Like, I've never ever wrote a script for a video in my life. Like, I don't want to make those kind of videos, you know. And I know sometimes like my editing is off, and you know, like, I'm not trying to make perfect videos. I'm really trying to make real videos. And I'm gonna share a secret spot with you over here, because I got recommended this spot by one of my viewers, and you know exactly who you are. So yes, you're watching this right now, yes, you. And we're gonna see the San Remo again, and the Dakota is over there. And Central Park is, I've said it 5 times in this video, but it's a place that just feels special. It feels special. But this is the squirrel. This is Bow Bridge. You see that? Amazing view. Definitely come to Bow Bridge and take some pictures. See the other side? See that? Don't know how old this bridge is, but looks like they just redid it because the wood is brand new. Turtle down there, big one. There's a few down there. But I wanted to end this video here at Bow Bridge because I know that it means something to somebody out there. It's a very special place for somebody, so just wanted to show you it again because it's a great view and somebody has great memories from this bridge. So there you go. You know who you are. Me and my pigeon friends are going to end today's video. I have no idea how long this video is. I feel like I just talked a lot of rubbish. I just said a lot of random stuff, so I hope that you still enjoyed this video, and I'm definitely going to be making more of these early morning videos because, like I said, this is the second one and I love making these videos because I'm awake anyway. Like, I get up to run or I get up to go to the gym, and I love seeing the city with no people. So there's definitely going to be some more early morning videos, and they're literally just unplanned. Like, I don't plan anything, I don't script anything, I literally just get up and film and see what I see, say what I think, and that's what I like doing. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. I'm about to run 10k in Central Park this morning. It is now 6:42. So I'm about to run. I'm going to put a link in the description to the running video I'm about to film because I have a second channel, if you didn't know. It's called Run with Ben, and I've really fallen in love with running since I did the London Marathon a few months ago, and now I upload running videos. So click the link in the description if you want to see me run 10k in Central Park, and I love it. I love Central Park. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go because I could just talk for an hour, and I know I've said a lot of random stuff in this video. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Daily videos will continue in August. I hope that you are enjoying those. Go back and watch the ones if you've missed any, because I'm really trying to diversify, do some different things. And yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.